Hello, good afternoon, and it's time for our 12 p.m. live, and we're going to talk about obviously the last game. As far as you know, the first game of all 8 teams have been done. Now, last two teams remains: Lucknow Super Giants and Delhi Capitals. And the big question here will be definitely about Rishabh Pant's batting position because that's going to be something which last year also, if you see, yes, 14 means 12 out of 14 games, Nicholas Puran batted in that particular position. But the last game which Lucknow played in last IPL season, it was Rishabh Pant versus RCB. He came at number three, he scored that 100, and there was a lot of reports around that on that very day it was decided that from next year onwards it will be Rishabh Pant who will be playing at that number three position. However, Nicholas Puran in international cricket. So after that particular game, Rishabh Pant didn't play any international T20, but Nicholas Puran in T20 outings playing on that very number, the number three position. So that would be really crucial because after Aiden Markram and Mitch Marsh and in between Nicholas Puran, will you fit a Rishabh Pant or will you give Nicholas Puran a chance there? That we have to see. So that's going to be an important question. And on the other hand, you have a Delhi Capitals where you need to see that who will be the partner, the opening partner with KL Rahul. Will they go with Patum Nishanka? He's sweating a lot as far as the practice sessions are concerned, or you will go with someone like a Prithvi Shaw, who have done it earlier also for this very franchise. He started his IPL career with this very franchise back in 2018. So we will discuss all of this. We have Shamikda, we have Shubhan, we have Gargi. So Shamikda, starting from you, first I want to know: is there anything from Mumbai you want to share? Means, as per Mumbai Indians, is there any news related to Will Jacks or this? I'm forgetting his
Mitchell
name. This
Sandner.
Mitchell Santner. Yeah,
yes,
they would be joining sooner rather than later. At least until Sunday, they haven't joined, and today they are traveling to Delhi. Today they are
okay,
traveling to Delhi, Mumbai Indians, before
yeah,
for their match against Delhi Capitals. Tomorrow they will have their practice session. I don't know whether tonight itself they will have a, sort of abbreviated practice session, but tomorrow they will have a full practice session.
okay,
Both of them have asked for an extended break from the team management. New Zealand played another T20I series against South Africa after the World Cup, and Will Jacks also asked, and and that extra time has been granted. So, not as regards, it is not like Matisha Patirana in terms of getting not getting an NOC stuff. Like, for example, as far as KKR is concerned, no hiccups. They will be joining sooner rather than later, and I think it would be. Mumbai Indians would be hoping Mitchell Santner joins at the soonest, because you saw Allah Gazfar on his
yeah,
debut. He was not that impressive. First game nerves were there. Pitch was a belter. All combined, they would like to have some experience as far as the spin bowling department is concerned. So that is Mumbai Indians. And Rohit, the thing you have started with Rishabh Pant and LSG, I think Rishabh Pant is a problem, is a rupees 27 crore problem for LSG. Why? Because I'm not undermining his talent. We all know what he can do as a cricketer. But if you look at their batting composition, Mitch Marsh and Aiden Markram are their two settled openers, and
yes,
you'd always want to have your best batsman in this format at number three. You don't
yeah,
want to push him down to number four, which is Nicholas Puran, because you would
okay,
always like to have your best batsman playing as many deliveries as possible, facing as many deliveries as possible. Now, Rishabh Pant's slot is, his best slot is opening the innings in this format, or maybe you can play him at number three.
okay,
Beyond that, Rishabh Pant as a batsman, unless there is a collapse, he doesn't have a role, because his game is not suited to in terms of going gung ho, or sort of like someone like you see like Jacob Bethel, or someone like that. So from that point of view, he is on the face of it, he is a rupees 27 problem for LSG. How do you fit in? Because if you fit in at number three, he scored 118 in the last game against RCB last season. But if you fit in, fine, you fit in at number three. but then Nicholas Puran will have to drop down at number 4, which is a not ideal scenario.
Shubhanda, without a doubt, Nicholas Puran, their best bet as far as last season is concerned. His international T20 runs, definitely showing you something as far as what he can do. Not a problem with pace, not a problem with spin. He can bash everything which is there. So, is Rishabh Pant's batting position will be again something which LSG have to discuss around and then set their best players around him, or you think that no, this is the time when Rishabh Pant have to take charge up and he, uh, you know, uh, the 27 crore, apart from that 27 crore, it's also about try to make a comeback to the Indian team also, because there will be a lot of pressure on Rishabh Pant. He's captaining the side from now what 3-4 years. He's with Delhi Capitals as leader. He's with now Lucknow Super Giants, his second stint. But as a leader, like Shreyas Iyer did really well, like Hardik Pandya, you saw, like Shubman Gill, you saw. Rishabh Pant is, time after time, years after years, it's looking like that he's now, not someone who you can call a front runner in the race. So do you think that there is a lot of pressure over Rishabh Pant in this particular season, individual capacity also as a batter, and then as a leader also?
I think more than India comeback or India playing 11 or India chances is his pressure would be with the price tag. For the price tag, 27 crore plus the LHC team management. They demand result. If you look at how they operate Mohun Bagan Super Giants as well, or other franchises, they demand results. And Sanjeev Goenka or his entire team is a very result oriented management team, and rightly so. They are spending so many crores on a franchisee or a cricket team. They would naturally demand results. Yes, you can give 3-4 seasons. Now it has been 3-4 seasons since they made their debut in IPL. So and they qualified for the playoff only once or twice. I think twice. I
Right,
think they
right.
qualified.
First two
At
seasons.
that too when Gautam Gambhir was around in that camp. So they would want their leader whom they have spent 27 crore rupees to step up and decide. I don't think they will say no, you open or you play at number 5 or number 6. They won't say that, but they would demand result. If he bats at number 3, I think given their combination, that's their best position. You can make Nicholas Puran play at number 4 because he has the game to adapt. He has the game to play at any position that he wants to. But for Rishabh Pant, as Shomika also said, top order is the ideal position for him, because down the order we have seen that in the Indian team as well now, with other franchises, different franchises as well, that it is not really his best position. He can't really maneuver those big shots pretty regularly when it comes to T20 cricket or different positions, especially in the middle order. So give Nicholas Puran that number 4 role. He has that game to tackle both spin and pace. But for Rishabh Pant, I think this would be a very important season, not only for making that India comeback, but to retain his spot in the LSG team. I don't think if LSG finish have a season like last season, it would be very tough for Rishabh Pant to retain or justify that 27 crore price tag.
Okay. Gargi, it's not only about Rishabh Pant or Nicholas Puran, it's also about the middle order they have, means the middle order and the lower middle order. Do you think that that's also something where they have to put a lot of, lot of manpower there, and they need some solid players there? They have obviously, someone like, means domestically, if you call Abdul Samad had a really good outing as far as Ranji Trophy is concerned. But apart from that, there is no one who you can trust very much at this point of time. Yes, there is Himmat Singh also there, but the name
Ayush
which I'm
Badoni is there.
Ayush Baduni is also there, but there is no one who you can say that this particular batter is giving you a threat that when he's there he can smash a 25 runs over or a 30 runs over, or can really turn the game around. So apart from the Rishabh Pant and Nicholas Puran thing with their batting order, do you think that there is also a point where they have to prove themselves as far as middle order or lower middle order is concerned? Better finishers they need.
Absolutely. I think at this point, see, when you think of LSG's top order, obviously you have stability plus a little bit of firepower if Rishabh Pant is there at the top. But if you look at their middle order, it's largely the Indian uncapped talent. You have an Ayush Badoni, you have Akshat Raghuvanshi as well, who's been doing really well. in domestic. You have a Shehbaz Ahmed as well, and
Yeah.
some of the others, Abdul Samad, as you rightly pointed out. But
Yeah.
if you ask me, Rohit, I'm kind of disappointed you didn't ask me where Rishabh Pant will bat, because I have done a little bit of puzzle piecing of everything that has happened and has been said by the LSG management in the past couple of months. So
Hmm.
in one of the events where Sanjeev Goenka was,
Yeah.
Boria was the one who was, sort of hosting that panel, and he asked, he said something along the lines of, I think Rishabh Pant should bat at the top to maximize his potential at the top, as the in the opening position. And Sanjeev Goenka replied, I hope I can prove you wrong, which tells me that it's obviously not Rishabh Pant who's opening the innings for Lucknow
For
Super
sure.
Giants, but maybe a number three position. I don't think 5 or 6 will be what LSG will be going for with Rishabh Pant. On the other hand, there's so much to prove when it comes to Rishabh Pant. He has to make his entry back into the T20 white ball setup. We are also seeing someone like a Shubman Gill and a Shreyas Iyer who will have a lot to prove this season. So I think it's a make or break sort of situation for a lot of these players out there this time around.
Interestingly, there are only two captains, who don't have to prove themselves as far as international T20 is concerned. Or maybe not to say they have to prove, but they are already in the T20 setup. Apart from that, every Indian captain is not part of your T20 setup. So that is something at this point of time. And those two players are Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan. Apart from that, everyone has a fight. Everyone has some point to prove, be it a Ruturaj Gaikwad from Chennai Super Kings
Akshar
or
Patel also.
Patel also. Sorry, Akshar Patel also. Yes. While saying this, I have getting this, that there is one more captain. So apart from that, everyone is in in a race of proving themselves. But Shamikda, what we also knew, that there was also one point, that one part of the LSG management. Uh, they wanted Rishabh to bat at the top, and that's why there was something between, some talks between Zahir Khan happened with Justin Langer, and that didn't went well, and that's why I think Zahir Khan also left. That's very much there in multiple reports. I'm not asking you to get things into from the LSG camp, as far as insights, but what will be the ideal top order according to Shamikda? What will be the ideal top order for Lucknow Super Giants?
Aiden Markram, Mitch Martz, Nicholas Puran, 1, 2, 3. Yes, Shubhan, I agree with Shubhan that Nicholas Puran has the game to bat at number 4 or number 5 even. He can mold his game, but you would always want your best batsman in this format to maximize his output in the sense of the placing the most number of balls, and that can happen if he is batting at number 3 only, because don't want to upset a settled opening combination. So
Yeah,
basically, as far as I am concerned, and middle order you cannot play Rishabh Pant. So I have a counter question, Rohit.
yeah,
That 27 crore that LSG forked out, did they fork it out for Rishabh Pant, the brand, or Rishabh Pant, the cricketer in T20 cricket? If it is for Rishabh Pant, the brand, I can understand the logic, because because what you have been spending, you are recouping it. Where I mean, in about 3 4 months. But
yeah,
if you are spending rupees 327 crore for Rishabh Pant, the cricketer, in the shortest format and going by his past record, and he hasn't cracked the code of T20 cricket, then it defies logic. So this is my counter question. So, I mean, if whether they forked out rupees 27 crore for Rishabh Pant, the brand, or Rishabh Pant, the cricketer, and that is a conundrum. And this conundrum, until and unless they are solving this conundrum, they might be, I mean, their right might be a bit topsy turvy.
I think the one point which we must add there, I think when Lucknow Super Giants bought Rishabh Pant, he was the World Cup winner at that point of time, T20 World Cup winner, batting at number 3 at that point of time. Rohit shown a lot of confidence in him. The very first game he played against Pakistan, that was a very important innings from Rishabh Pant in the middle order. So I think that could be one point where LSG thought that he is a World
But
Cup winner.
sorry, Rohit, sorry to interrupt, but T20 cricket has changed over the last two
Yeah,
years. We are talking
Obviously,
about 2024. The
yeah,
entire template, it has been a radical overall over the last 2 years. The
two
way,
seasons.
yeah, over the last two seasons, it has, I mean, it has undergone through the busy fingers of regeneration under
Yeah,
Gautam Gambhir and Surya Kumar Yadav, the Indian team template and overall template, because it is the fastest evolving format, and that template is no longer relevant. 2024 is no longer
yeah.
relevant in 2026 because it has become passe.
If someone is making it relevant, that's Vaibhav Suryavanshi. But going forward, Delhi Capitals. Shubhanda, for Delhi Capitals, Pathum Nishanka or Prithvi Shaw, and then there is no Mitchell Stark also. They have a good middle order. It's not like Delhi Capitals. They don't have someone good in the middle order. They have a David Miller there. They have a Tristan Stubbs. They have a, Ashutosh Sharma. They
Ashutosh
have a
Sharma,
Yuvraj Nigam. Sorry?
Nitish Rana.
Nitish Rana, obviously, who was the, I think, highest scorer in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for Delhi also. And then, his 162 strike rate playing for Rajasthan Royals was something which is very new and like a fresh air. But I want to know you these two replacements. Who's going to be your opener with KL Rahul and then the Mitchell Stark replacement?
I think they will go with Prithvi Shaw and save their overseas players for the lower middle order and the bowling department. I think they will open with Prithvi Shaw. Abhishek Porel will come in at number three, as has been the case over the last 2 years
Not
or
Nitish Rana?
so.
Not Nitish
That
Rana?
that becomes very interesting now. Will you play Nitish Rana at three after trading him? He's a
Yeah.
local boy. Abhishek Porel has done okay. I would say in the chances he has gotten as impact player at three. Uh,
Hmm.
KL Rahul opening, I would love to see him go in a different fashion, aggressive style.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
something I'm
Everyone,
looking forward to see. But they
everyone
have a
wants.
very good Yes, they have a very good middle order. They have a very good middle order with Tristan Stubbs, Akshar Patel, David Miller coming in. Lower middle order, I think they can still manage with a couple of all rounders in there if they fit in a Dushmanta Chamira. Sorry, if they fit in someone like a Nitish Rana or a Karun Nair somewhere at number four, number five, they can drop down Tristan Stubbs at number six. They have a decent batting lineup. They have to figure out the entry points. They have to figure out which player is batting at which phase of the game. But they have a solid 6-7 batting unit. If Akim Nabi is playing, he's a handy number eight to have in the system. And their
I
bowling,
think Vipraj
their
Nigam is someone who can bat really well. Vipraj Nigam has that capacity of batting.
Vipraj can bat. You can play a Sameer Rizvi if you trust him. You have options there.
He
So.
also had one
Uh,
good game versus Punjab, Samir Rizvi.
Yes, and but I think they need to fit Pathum Nisanga with the kind of form he is in
Yeah,
right now. They somehow need to figure out where to fit in Pathum Nisanga. Will you play him at number four, number three, or I don't think they will open the innings with him because they have plenty of Indian options there. Abhishek Porel can also open the innings if need be. So they
sure.
have plenty of options in the top of the order. So I don't think Pathum Nisanga fits in there. But at number three or number four, if you can fit him and ask him to take on the spinners, the game which he has, I think Delhi Capitals can go a long way. Their bowling unit, their pacers, I think T. Natarajan, Mukesh Kumar, how these two bowlers bowl, I think that will depend a lot on how DC does this.
Sure. Gargi, you have covered the Delhi Capitals, the opening practice session also. You've been there, with the team as far as when they were practicing in the Arun Jaitley Stadium. Uh, was it very sure at that point of time that Pathum Nisanga will open? Because as I said in the very early part of the video, that it's going to be means the way he's practicing, amount of time he's spending in the nets, uh, and also Prithvi Shaw there. But what do you think between these two? KL Rahul will open with, and do you think that it will be Dushamanta Chamira if you compare it with him, Lungi Ngidi, means who will get a nod as far as these two are concerned?
Right, and I've been to one Delhi Capitals practice session, and to be fair, Prithvi Shaw looked very good. I think this is the fittest that we've seen Prithvi Shaw look in the past couple of years. So good on him for that. But I don't see him making his way into the playing 11. If you ask me who's opening with KL Rahul, I have a feeling it's going to be Pathum Nisanka. Going by what Aksar Patel was saying, he was mentioning Pathum Nisanka a few times when asked about the opening problems, because last season as well there was a lot of chopping and changing when it comes to the opening position. Then with at number 3, I would go with Nitish Rana. Then followed by Tristan Stubbs, Akshar Patel, then David Miller. Who else? Ashutosh Sharma in the middle order. Then I would take a Vipraj Nigam, Akib Nabi, Kuldeep Yadav, and one between Lungi and Giddy and Dushmanta Chamira. So I would make it like that, and then maybe a T Natarajan can come in as an impact player. I think that should be the playing 11 for Delhi Capitals. Apart from that, if there are any changes, we all know how DC functions. Okay, anything can happen. You never know. You might just see a KL Rahul opening with a Prithvi Shaw. Who knows? To accommodate one more overseas player, that could very well be a possibility. But I don't see Prithvi Shaw stepping into the playing 11 just yet.
Okay, that's what everyone telling us, that Dushmanta Chamira is someone that they are trusting a lot at this point of time. And as Shubhanda rightly said, the current form of the Pathum Nissanka is something you can't ignore at this point of time if you are comparing him with Prithvi Shaw. So let's see how this game pans out. And the most important question will definitely be, yes, Shamikda, yes, sorry.
Rohit, just a little more on Prithvi Shaw. This season, I expect him to do well because
Mhm.
he is in a better mental space, in a far better space as far as
Okay.
his personal life. As far as his personal life, he is in
Mhm.
a far, over the last 6 months, 6 odd months, he has found that stability in terms of his personal lives, in terms of his mental space. Yes,
Okay.
so I expect him to do well, but
Mhm.
I'm not very optimistic about Delhi Capitals as a whole. It is nothing to do with the quality they have. If you look at the side, they have enough quality, but it's about that winning mentality, in the sense that in football we say it's Tottenham lads. Tottenham are a massive club. They have
Mhm.
quality players aplenty, but they don't win anything. And this is a common thing. We say that it's Tottenham lads. It is something similar with Delhi Capitals over the years. Do they have that winning mentality? Until and unless they are bringing on that winning mentality, just having the required personal or quality personal will not do.
Okay. So in other words, we can say always the bridesmaid, never the bride, like we say with other teams also. So that will be the most important question, I think, for me, that whether Rishabh Pant will bat, where actually he'll bat at number 3, number 4. And there was a lot happened in last 1 year. As Gargi also told you, that there was multiple interactions with Sanjeev Goenka also. There were multiple things going on in the Delhi Capitals, Lucknow Super Giants coaching staff also. So we have to see that, and obviously the DC opening combo will tell you that where they are going as far as this season is concerned. So thank you so much for watching. We'll give you other details also. We'll give you all the breaking news also. For that, you need to subscribe to the channel. You need to press that notification bell icon also, and do let us know what you think about your combinations. Thank you so much for watching this.